Right, now here we have the XYGT image. Now, looking at the image, you can see it's pretty much a grayscale image with a bit of red. So we're looking at separating this in two different ways. First, I'm going to do a simulated process separation just to remove the red out of this image. Then I'm going to do a simulated grayscale, which will give me the grays that I need. So the first thing I'm going to do is come down to the EasyArt button, separate for black shirts. This will run a standard simulated process routine. This will give me the red channel that I'm looking for. Don't need any of the other separated colors, just the red. Okay, so that routine's complete. You can see we have all the separated colors that EasyArt always separates, but I'm only going to use this red one. Let's just take a look at that. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. But if I look down here, you can see this area here is not quite 100% red. And looking at the image, we probably want to do that as 100% red. But I'm going to come back and fix that up a bit later on. First thing I'm going to do now is duplicate this channel, because I only want the red channel, so I don't need to save the whole image. So we'll duplicate that channel, save it as a new document. Let's just call it red channel. Now we'll save that to the desktop as a PSD image. Come back and open that again later on. So close everything down. This one here, I'm just going to go to the history list and bring me right back to the original image. So you can see that's the standard RGB image once again. Now this time I'm going to use the separate the three color simulated gray separation. Now of course that's not going to give me the red, but it is going to give me the gray channel that I need. This particular image, you really only need to print a white base, one gray, the red, and a highlight white. So if we come to the channels, there's my white base, my medium grey, my highlight white. Now we've given us a black. I don't really need a black. What I'm going to do is change that black to red. Red, change the color to display red. Change the solidity to 30%. That represents the opacity of the ink. Now we'll select all of that. We need to get rid of the black image. Fill that with 100% white. That's the same as deleting. 100% white. So that's gone. Deselect. Now that's where I'm going to put my red channel that I saved before. So we'll just open up the red channel. Edit, select all, edit, copy. Come in here and you see that was that previously black channel, which is now the red. I'm going to paste it in there and paste and deselect. So now if we turn on our channels, let's move that up one. You've got your white base, your medium grey, your red, and your highlight white, and that's pretty much your separations there. Now if we have a look in the white channel, you can see the red coverage is not very great in the white, so what I have to do is add the red to the white base. So while I hold down the command key on the Apple, if you're using a PC, it's the control key on your keyboard, click on the red channel. What that has done is it's selected every part of the red, created it as a selection. Now I'm going to add that to the white channel. We do that just by doing 100% fill in black. And then I'll deselect. There you go. So all the information on the red has now just been added to the white. So that gives you a much stronger red print. Now what I'm actually going to do is, if you have a look at that, Because we've added 100% red in exactly the same amount, you may get a little bit of bleeding on the white. So what I'm going to do is increase the color, increase the opacity, the color range on the red. I'll do that with a curve adjustment. Basically, I'm just making the red a bit darker. So it's going to slightly overprint the white base. What I'm also going to do is just a quick levels adjustment. Now if I click on the black eyedropper tool and I click on this area down here, what that's going to do is make that 100% red. You can see it just looks like a charcoal grey. It's kind of a dark grey. It's not 100%, and I really want it to be 100%. And you achieve that by using the levels adjustment tool. So I'm going to click on the black eyedropper tool, click on there, and you'll see that's changed to 100%. It just gives you a more opaque red. And that's pretty much it. Those are your set of separations that you're going to use. So if you zoom in a bit closer, maybe the white base could be choked a little bit more. Let's come back here, go to the actions list, click on choke channel or choke white base. Just choke it back a little bit. There you go. Let's zoom out. Have another look. Go back to the history list to see if that's really what we wanted to do. Looks like it's choked it a little bit too much, so what I'm going to do is a manual choke, which is using the curve adjustment tool. See, it just gets a little bit lighter. Probably what we'll do is we'll do an S curve. Take a look at the preview. Yep, that looks pretty good. That just comes with experience. It's a bit of hit and miss at this point in time. See how the print goes, and you can adjust it from there. And that's pretty much all you need to do, really. The red's going to bleed a little bit when you print it anyway, so there's a good chance it's going to fill in any little white areas that might show up around here. Or you can manually tidy them up yourself, of course. And that's it. Save that image.